Earth Day, it's of course a time to raise awareness about conserving our natural resources. And for many Floridians, this is a big priority.
Absolutely, including those right here in the Big Bend. Our Brittany Beatty explains how preserving a local landmark is key to our water system.
In North Florida, those who love nature take pride in one of the area's most beautiful natural resources, Wakulla Springs.
It was clear almost all the time, and it had nothing but eelgrass in it.
But now, beneath the surface, the spring is fighting an ecological battle.
In the late 90s, early 2000s, really a period of recognizing that we had a problem. Late 2000s, early 2010s is when DEP ramped up its restoration efforts of getting projects in the ground and reducing the nutrients that are going to those systems.
Those nutrients, mainly nitrates, coming from improperly maintained septic tanks, pet waste, and fertilizer runoff, causing damage.
When you have too much or when you apply it when it's going to get washed away, that stormwater system ends up feeding down into Wakulla Springs, and it can be a part of damaging the spring.
Algae and other invasive plants are also choking out native species. But it's not just a spring. The entire Wakulla Springshed extends through Wakulla and Leon counties, also into South Georgia. Lake Jackson and Tallahassee is in the middle of the Springshed. Water entering this lake goes underground and ends up in the spring roughly 30 days later.
It's just traveling through a cavern in the ground, and there are caves from the bottom of this lake going all the way to Wakulla Springs.
All the caves and sinkholes are part of the underground aquifer system, a major source for drinking water. Nitrates from other parts of the Springshed end up in the aquifer too.
Over the years, water quality and clarity have been an issue. But in recent years, things have been improving.
There's a trend line, that you can see over the last 2 decades where it's kind of gone down slowly but surely. Part of that's due to the city of Tallahassee's advanced wastewater treatment facility, and some of that has to do with the projects that we're working on right now, which are the septic to sewer projects.
Scientists actively testing water throughout the Springshed for clarity, nutrients, and other substances, both in the field and at DEP. Since 2015, the state's spending roughly $63 million on restoration efforts. In the past 3 to 4 years, nitrate levels decreasing almost 50%, from cleaning up after a pet to careful fertilizer use and converting septic tanks. What may seem like a small step individually will ultimately have a large impact on our local water. Brittany Beatty, WCTV Eyewitness News.
With continued funding for these restoration projects, the DEP says it hopes to bring nitrate levels consistently below the standard threshold by 2020.
That was my impressed face, by the way, because that was a really neat story.
That was really
right?
interesting.
Yeah, Brittany with some cool photography there, really painting the picture for us. And yes, please always pick up after your dog. I'll say that too. Because
and it's the little things
right?
that count, and it's really going to help make a difference to preserve our water.
Yeah, and you know what? It's obviously something that we need. So please do every little thing that you can.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.